already to the lunchtime Mars liftoff to Mars. Okay, so first of all, I want to show you guys the big thing that we have been waiting for. The stock obviously is breaking out today. We hit 375. We hit 375 on ADN. So this is almost a double. So the stock is almost doubled from yesterday. We got 375 was the high. Now, what typically happens, again, if you read my book, 10 bagger boop, they always pull back, right? So this is where we are. I'm going to show you guys the chart 1 second. We're looking at the 1 hour chart. By the way, if you guys are watching on TikTok, click the hearts button so we get more eyeballs on the stream. Click the share, reshare, like, whatever it is. Thank you guys. Okay, this is the big move. The golden cross. This is the 1 hour chart we're looking at. Hang on 1 second. Let me just type in ADN. ADN. 1 second. Let me just flip this back around just so everybody knows we're talking about ADN. I'm going to write this on the screen. ADN. Okay. Let's go back to TikTok. Oh, yes. Oh shit! What happened here? Okay, here we go. Flip camera. Okay, we're talking about ADN. All right, so we got the golden cross breakout. Very bullish. Obviously, I told you guys this was going to happen. You know, you saw my videos yesterday. I told you about this. And sure enough, we broke out this morning, and you know we hit 375. It went from like 330 to 375 in minutes, pulling back a little bit right here. And what's next? We're going to find out. But first, let's see the 4 hour charts. Boom! We got a breakout. It's official. We got a breakout above the 50 and the 200 on the 4 hour charts. And guess what? I'm looking at another golden cross shaping up on the 4 hour charts. I told you we had a stack of these. We got a stack of positive indicators here. Tome, I think next is $5. I think next is $5. Okay, we got a stack of these algo triggers coming up. I told you about the golden cross on the 30s. That we had the 1 hour today. The 4 hour is going to happen probably Friday, and that could send the stock to 750 or higher. Again, once we break out of 385, we got escape velocity, can go absolutely to the moon. Okay, but we do have an official breakout confirmed, new trend starting. That's the 4 hour chart. That's a big deal. It is a big deal. Now, how about the daily chart? Okay, so this is, we got a breakout above the 50 moving average, and this is the number we're waiting for. We're waiting for a breakout above 385. That's the green line. That's that thick green line. That's the 200 moving average. Okay, that is a big effing deal, as Joe Biden told Barack Obama once. Right? Look how important that is. The stock got stopped out there last time. Now this time, what they didn't have, they have this time. So I think we're going to rip right through that. But it's a big number. So the more, you know, listen, the bigger it is, you know what I say, the harder they are, the harder they fall. Okay, so you know, the tougher the breakout, the bigger the move to the upside is. So when we bust out of that number, it could go straight to, what's the number over here? Can you guys read that? You know, can you see what that says? That's what I'm looking at. That is what I'm looking at, because that is right back over here. So that takes us back to over here. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking at. Let's flip the camera back around. Hang on 1 second. Let's see. Is YouTube? What do we got happening on YouTube? Okay. There we go. Buy time. Exactly. It is buy time on ADN. It's not even lunchtime yet. It's not even my phone. I was getting the water. My phone. I hit the phone stand. Oh shit! Where is it? Are we still there? Oh, we are still. Okay. I knocked over the phone. I knocked over the phone. Okay, I'm going to move this here. I'm going to move this here. Look, guys, we're here kind of in this temporary setup. It's a little bit, it's not very professional. It's not a professional studio. This is not a professional studio because I'm not a professional TikToker. Bart, do I get paid by the company? Of course I get paid by the company. Why would I be doing this if I wasn't paid? Why do you think these stocks go up? Because we get literally millions of eyeballs on the stocks. And it's expensive to do it. Okay, it's not free. It's not TikTok. Okay, the big buying comes in from or other platforms. Oh, let me show you something. Okay, watch this. Watch this. Okay, look at this. TikTok. You see this massive wide base? This is the daily chart. Massive wide base. Okay, massive wide base. Look where it's been. We were, nearly $10 just back in November, and but look how big, look how important that 200 moving average is. Look how important it is. Okay, we haven't busted that out of there in a long time. So when that happens, and I believe it will happen, I believe the odds are like 90%. Let's just say 85%. I believe the odds of a breakout are 85%. Let's just say 90%. I mean, I'm certain, actually. Okay, I am certain. We're going to bust out of here. And when we do bust out, we're going to see a move like this, a parabolic explosion. A parabolic explosion. Okay, Michael Reed is saying, okay, so you want to get in early. You want to get the early alert. So here's what you do, Michael. The deal is this. You click the link above. We have something called WAP. That's the program is on WAP. Now, the way it works, as I mentioned to you guys, the way it works, that's the early alerts. To get the early alerts, very simple. It's $195 a month. So you get a couple things. You get our trading alerts throughout the day. You get trading signals throughout the day on our stocks. Trading signals, which are really, really good. Again, if anybody's in our program, you can just say, are they good or they're not good? You get the trading signals throughout the day. And then you get the early alerts when we launch the new stock. Now, the question is, how often do we launch a new stock? Normally, we do 1 or 2 a month. So, for example, in June, I think we had like 2 or 3. We had two or three stocks in June. I think we had 2. Technically, we may have had 3 stocks launching in June. Was it 3? I forgot. It's been a lot. I think we did have 3. And in July, we had 0. Now, in August, we have 1 so far. Normally, it's going to be 1 or 2. Sometimes we may have a month go by, with 1, sometimes 3. It is what it is. So, the next one, I think we're very close to having another one, maybe next week or the week after. But I can't promise you that, I don't want to make promises that we're going to have 5 a month. But we should have, normally speaking, 1 to 2 new stocks a month. Is it worth it? You tell me, because if you can get in early right when we launch a stock, and you can get that edge, if you're playing with $5,000 per position, and you make an extra 50% that you wouldn't have otherwise, per just that one trade, that's $2,500. You're making 10 times your money basically on your investment. And here's the deal: what we do, this is not like a day trading coach program. We're not like all these. Here's the thing: what we have basically is insider information, legal insider information. Okay, that's the truth, and here's why. The difference is, if you see all these guys who have these things that they say, coaches, day trading, blah, 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 they're basically dealing with the same information everybody else has. They have no edge. They have no edge, okay? They have 0 edge. They think they may have a knowledge advantage or whatever. They may read the charts better. But we have actually inside information, because in other words, when I get involved with the stock, the company is basically paying me, or my company, to promote the stock and to put a lot of resources, a lot of media into it, so there's a lot of eyeballs on it. So basically, when I get involved with the stock, I know that there's going to be literally millions of eyeballs seeing this stock over the next 30, 60, 90 days. Okay, normally, and we have Michael Mahendra here. Michael Mahendra in our audience, commenting on YouTube. Now, Michael Mahendra has been with us for a long time, actually. Michael Mahendra. This guy, Michael Mahendra, has been a follower of Wall Street Report for 5+ years. This guy knows about our 10 baggers. He's been there. He's been there at the ground floor of some of our stocks that went up not just 10x, but like literally 20x and 50x. Michael, you can tell them. I mean, we've had some dogs. We've had some dogs also. Michael, you could be. There we go. Correct, Michael. Michael, tell us, what was the biggest stock that you made money in? What was the biggest winner? What was the biggest winner? Tell the audience about some of the biggest winners, because I'm doing this also on TikTok. You see, I'm doing this on TikTok, and these guys, they don't believe me. A lot of them, what do you call it? A lot of them think this is some sort of like TikTok nonsense. They think it's one of these, fugazi type things. Yeah. Tesla, $34. What is that? That's not me. That's not me. We never talked about Tesla. Okay, let's go back to the chart. Okay, we're here to talk about ADN. We're here to talk about ADN. Okay, the charts are looking real good. Now, we are pulling back. We're having a bit of a sell-off here. We have some profit taking, very, very normal. Very normal. Now, should we be worried? Well, let's take a look. What are the levels that we need to watch? I'm looking at the 15-minute chart. So it's it's pulling back a little bit. I think we have support right at kind of these levels, $3.25 and $3. So right here we have the main support. It's like 320s. 320s is a main level of support, which is where we are right now. We're right there. And now we are on the 5-minute chart. We did break below the 50 moving average. There's no question. But we do have the big support coming in at $2.55 and also $3 and also $3.20. So we have support in this range, and we're going to see if there is a bounce. We're going to see if there is a bounce. Looks like it's breaking down on the 2-minute charts, but the big support, actually, it could be also a fake out. Here's the thing: a lot of times these guys run these. Yeah, they know where the support is. The short sellers know where the support is, so they're going to be pushing it down because they want to run the stops. That's what they want to do. They want to run the stops. Let's take a look at our 15-minute charts. 15-minute charts still looking good. 30s. One moment. 30s. Looking good. But it is soft. Now, it's funny. I thought I was going to do the lunchtime. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, look at this. There we go. Michael Mahendra. Okay, this is So this is the real deal. Michael Mahendra, one of our penny stocks billionaires, bought CBDT. He got in at 6 cents, from 6 cents to $2.50. Michael, did you get out of $2.50? Did you get out of $2.50? And of course, yeah, fans and peak. Okay, so those are some big wins. CBDT went up 50x. Fans, I think, was a 17 bagger. And Peak FinTech, Peak was a 20 bagger. Somebody's talking about Lottery delisted from Robinhood. So Lottery changed their stock symbol. It's SEG, S-E-G-G. And by the way, we're not involved with SEG anymore. We haven't worked with them in over a month. We haven't done anything with SEG or Lottery since July 1. So, as Michael Mahendra can tell you, when we're no longer involved with the stock, all bets are off. When we're no longer involved with the stock, all bets are off. It is what it is. Okay? It is what it is. Okay. Oh, okay. So Michael Mahendra, he got out of CBDT at $1.25. So he made 20 times his money, basically, more than 20 times his money in like 4 months. Craig is saying, I said twice in a row the new stock would be under $1, and that did not happen. Yeah, okay, that's true. You know why? I'll tell you what, Craig, you're 100% right. Because, look, as I told you, generally we're looking to launch, 2 new stocks a month. That's kind of the sweet spot, 2 stocks a month. And usually I like stocks under $1. As Michael Mahendra knows, we like stocks under $1. Oh, look at this. This guy made money with Seattle. Michael, how much did you make with Seattle? What price did you get in at? Okay, so again, so I got a pipeline. You know, people are complaining, oh, how come you haven't had a new stock? You told us you were going to have a new stock. Blah, blah. Well, here's the deal. I'm talking to multiple companies, you know, and sometimes these guys flake out. Sometimes, you know, something happens we don't want. There's a lot of moving parts. But the companies that we have in the pipeline, they were all under $1. They're all under $1 except the one right now. They really are under $1. And we have like 3 guys in the pipeline right now. So, you know, which one is gonna come out? I don't know. I don't know. We may, but we have the ones I'm talking to right now are all under $1. But you know, and the funny thing is that some of these guys, some of these guys are, oh, somebody said earnings are tomorrow. Will it affect your prediction? No, these stocks have the earnings have nothing to do. These stocks have nothing to do with earnings. These are all early stage companies. They're all losing money. I mean, they're all early stage, you know, profitability. Everybody knows that. So it's like, it means nothing. Okay, look at this. Michael Mahendra got into Seattle at $1.88, got out at $4.50. Not bad. Not bad. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I mean, you know, so this guy's actually pretty conservative. He's looking to get back. Listen, I think we're getting into the spot with Seattle. I'm just hanging on there waiting for like that announcement pretty much. So we haven't been talking about it too much. ADN, the dip. He's waiting for the dip. He's buying the dip. I think we have the dip right now. I don't know. Oh shit! Look at 315. Oh. Hang on a second. Lottery didn't even perform when you made the call. Okay, this is funny. Okay, I gotta call this guy out. Okay, this is just too much. Okay, lottery. We introduced lottery at 78 cents. I believe it was 78 cents, and it went to $2.50 in like 2 days. It was 78 cents, and then it went to $2.50 in 3 days. If I'm lying, anybody who's watching this, please, guys, some of the people here have been following the channel for a long time. If I am lying, you guys should call me out on it. But we launched lottery at 78 cents, and it went to $2.50 in 3 days. 3 days. 3. Okay. Now, what's happened with the lottery since? We haven't worked with them. We haven't done anything with them. I'm not doing anything with lottery. I'm not doing anything with lottery. So I don't know, and I don't care. There's somebody on here? What the hell's going on? I didn't even know what's going on. But where is this noise coming from? I think somebody else is in this. I think I may have added somebody to the. Okay, hang on a second. Okay. All right. What is going on here? What is going on? I think I accidentally added somebody into the stream, and I don't even know who it is. And they're on here. They got their mic going on. That's funny. Oh, here we go. Shit, what is going on here? What is going on? Okay, guys, hang on 1 second. What are we doing here? Okay. All right, I have no idea what's going on. Oh yeah, I don't know, somebody must be on here. I don't know who's on here. I guess they left. Okay. I clicked a button by accident. I mean, I knocked over the phone, clicking buttons. Okay, let's take a look at what's going on the charts. So ADN pulling back 30-minute charts. And okay, so we are so we're bouncing off the support. Where are we? Again, it looks to me now. When I was going to do the live stream originally, I thought, okay, we're breaking out. We're going to go to $4. We're going to go to $4. And sure enough, as soon as I go live, it started pulling back. So what's going on here is we are we've pulled back. We're below the moving averages on the 5-minute charts. Okay. Where is the support? I'm looking on the charts for the main support level. I would say three. It could happen right over here or $3. Let's take a look again. Let's take a look at the 2 minute. Okay, so the 2 minute chart. So I got it up on the screen right here. So we dipped below the 200. So the support is going to be right around here. So it's got to build. It's got to go back above like 330. It's got to go above 330. 330 is the number we're looking for. So yeah. No, listen. There is definitely shorters in the stock, which is fine. We want to have efficient markets. We got to have efficient markets. That's why we got to have short sellers. We got to have, longs. We got to have day traders. We have to have, promoters. It's an ecosystem. It's an ecosystem. It's an ecosystem. So we need to have all that stuff in there. The best idea wins, basically. It's an efficient market. That's the way the free market works, except in Canada. In Canada, they like to, the regulators, they like to rig the system. We're talking about the CSC, and we're talking about Mark Faulkner, the corrupt regulator, Mark Faulkner. He's probably watching this. Also, the BCSC is probably watching this. Corrupt regulators in Canada. Okay, let's take a look here. The stock, we got a key reversal happening now on the 2 minute charts, and we should break above 325. Confirmation is 330. This is very annoying. Honestly, I'm very annoyed because I thought, that this thing would be breaking out to $5 at lunchtime, and instead we had a pullback. It is what it is. Sometimes this is what happens. Sometimes this is what happens. And okay. Okay, so let's tell you what I like about the stock. Let me tell you what I like about the stock. Let me tell you why this thing is ready to go to the moon and to Mars and Pluto. Okay, here is what I love about ADN. Okay, this is extremely important. What is there to love about ADN? What is there to love about ADN? Because this big move, the big move that we're having right now, the last 2 days, it's actually very measured. It's not overshooting. It's not going like too crazy. What up 80% yesterday. Today we hit, I think it was up, at the high, I don't know, 40%, 50%. So it's making these moves, but it's not like doubling in one day. It's not like going up 200%. Those moves are not sustainable when a stock just goes parabolic like that, like what we saw with Seattle when it blew out to $9. The move happening right now with ADN is actually very, very measurable. Okay, it's very measurable. The stock is it's nice. It's like it's really taken off it's very solid. That's what I like about it. This one feels very solid. And look at this. Let me show you this chart here. Again, let me show you this chart because this is the big move. Okay, we got a wide double bottom. We got a wide double bottom, and we are ready to bust out of the 200 moving average. When that happens, I'm looking for way above this. By the way, you know what I love about these stocks? I always like to say I like stocks which have had massive highs in the past. And what's the high on ADN? What's that number say? What's that number say? What does that number say? Can somebody read that number? What does that number say? Now, I always say stocks do like to go back to old highs. They do like to go back to old highs. Is it guaranteed? No. Am I saying that ADN is going to go to $500 a share? It's going to rocket from $3.20 to $500 or $300. Okay. Oh shit. Yeah. No. What? I keep clicking the wrong buttons, guys. If I sent you an invite, that was not. That wasn't. Oh shit. It's not. That wasn't. I wasn't trying to do that. It's just I clicked the button by accident. I'm using. It's just fingers. Okay. Okay, so we got massive, huge breakout on the stock, and it's very stable. It's a stable genius, like Trump, stable genius. So again, what I love about the stock is we're getting big moves. We're getting big moves, but it's not overextending and it's not overheating. That's a big problem with stocks if they start breaking out and then they overheat. Okay, it's kind of like you imagine you get into a Ferrari, you're going 200 miles an hour, and then all of a sudden the engine starts overheating. What do you do then? Huh? That's what happens, especially now. That's a problem with BMW engines. The coolant, they overheat. I don't know. There's a whole thing there. So this thing is not overheating. We're still the temperature is still low. The temperature on ADN is still it's within the thing. So we haven't overheated. We're not even close to overheating. So it's got plenty of power to go. Plenty more to go. Plenty of power and plenty of fuel on tap. We're just at the launch pad to go to Pluto. We're not going to Mars. Mars is for Elon Musk. We're going to go beyond Mars. We're not even going to the moon. The moon is for pikers, okay? The Mars, moon, that's for pikers. We're going to Pluto. This stock wants to go to Pluto. All right, look at this. It doesn't get better than this chart. It really doesn't. This is one of the great charts. Okay. Alex Bauer saying, why haven't you been locked up? You sell unrealistic trades, but get paid by institutions. Well, first of all, no institution pays me. I wish they did. Nobody's paying me. Fidelity's not paying me. The companies pay me. Why do they pay me? Because we get actual institutional investors to buy their stocks. We get hedge funds, we get family offices, we get major investors to discover their stock. Otherwise, they wouldn't know about it. Okay, if they wouldn't know about it, they couldn't buy it. Why do you think the stock is going up? Because people didn't know that this is a great company with a massive upside. Now that they know about it, now they're buying it. It's what's my target on ADN? I think this could be a $25 stock. Again, my target on ADN, $25 upside potential. Why do I say it sounds crazy? It sounds crazy. $25, is that crazy? What's the name of the book? 10 Bagger Blueprint. Bjorn, what's the name of this book? 10 Bagger Blueprint. Okay, this reveals my proven system for finding stocks that have 10x potential. Okay, I don't take on every company. We turned away so many companies. I'd be a billionaire if I took on every company that wanted us to promote them. We only take on companies that meet a strict list of 10 criteria, okay, which is right here in the book, and which means they gotta have market size, traction, proof of concept, catalyst for upside, inflection point, CEO quality, valuation, absolutely important, theme, market cycle, stock charts and trends. All in here. You guys are haters and jealous because you guys are losers, basically. You guys are missing out. Bjorn is missing out. Bjorn has missed the boat on all our stocks, and he's just a hater. And we love our haters. We love the haters because the haters are rocket fuel for these stocks to go up. We got to have the haters, the doubters, because if everybody bought the stock today, who's going to buy it at $7? We got to have people buying at $7. So those people who what do you call it? Who are doubting now, they're going to be buying when it breaks out of 385. Alex, yeah, I do sleep fine. People trust. Alex, don't trust me. Don't trust anybody. You know who you trust? What do I say in the book? You trust the moving average, the 50 and 200 moving average. You buy when it breaks above the moving average. You sell when it breaks below the moving average. Okay, that's objective. Okay, that is 100% objective. And what we do is we focus on stocks on this channel. One of the things I look for before we bring on a company, we got to have a stock that has an incredible chart pattern, meaning that we have a wide double bottom base like you see here with ADN and at or near the breakout levels of the moving averages. Once a stock breaks out of the moving average, it's going to the moon. Okay, just like ADN is going to the moon. ADN is going to the moon because it broke out of the moving average. It's not because of me. It's not because, yeah, we put our eyes on a stock, but once a stock breaks out of the moving average, it goes to the moon. Okay, you guys don't know that. That's why you guys are deadbeats. That's why Bjorn, that's why Bjorn is a deadbeat. I've watched every single one of your stocks tank. It's a comedy show. Okay, so Seattle went up 700%. Lottery went up 200, people tripled their money, went up 250%. Hoth up 100%, doubled. Aditex doubled, or excuse me, 85%. And this guy is up almost doubled. We're almost a double. We're almost a double on ADN. We almost doubled it in 2 days. We hit 375 today. We hit 375 on ADN. Okay, and I think we are. Let's see. I think we're going to get there. Okay, so it's 1 o'clock. We're getting some profit taking. There's no question we got some profit taking. Lunchtime profit taking. I think we're going to have a lunchtime breakout. It's lunchtime profit taking. It's lunchtime profit taking. Lunchtime profit taking. Okay. Bjorn is saying no one is denying they initially go up. Okay. Bjorn, you know the problem. You know what your problem is? You should be buying them initially. Buy them on day one then. Okay. Buy them on day one. Okay. Okay. So I'm a pumper, blah, blah, blah. So don't be a hater. Don't be a hater when you know that they go up. You know that they go up. Everybody knows. Okay. Everybody knows when we launch a new stock, it's a banger out of the gate. Everybody knows that. This thing went up 85% yesterday with 25 million shares of volume. 25 million shares of volume. That's $75 million in volume. Seattle had $1 billion in volume in 1 day. 100 million shares traded at $9. It's $1 billion, not 900 million plus, whatever. Okay. So, okay, I think we're forming. Okay, so I'm waiting for the base. I'm waiting for the base in ADN. It looks like it might be at $3. I think at $3. So, okay, let's take a look. If we broke out $1.90, we hit 375. That's how much? That's $1.85. So it's $1.85 move. And if we pull back 50%, that's 90. So the base could be in the $3 range. So we should be. This is pretty typical to have at least a 35-50% pullback from the high of the move. So we are in line. So if it pulls back to $3, the buy zone, I think the buy zone on ADN is going to be $3. I'm going to actually alert the Penny Stock Billionaire gang. I think it's going to be here we go. All right, Penny Stock Billionaires, get ready. ADN, we are approaching buy zone support, $3 a share, roughly $3. And we should have a bounce from there, basing into another move towards 385 objective. Let's see. $5 million market cap. Who am I fooling? 5 million market cap. Who am I fooling? Do you understand that's the best part about the stock? If you read my book, 10 Bagger Blueprint, we want to get into these stocks that have been beaten down and undervalued because this thing has a $5 million market cap. We got a $5 million market cap. And if this thing goes up 10x, if this thing goes up 1,000% from here, okay, it goes up 10x. It goes to $25 a share. The market cap will still be under 50 million. Why is it a big deal? Because if you've read my book, 10 Bagger Blueprint, you know stocks under $100 million market cap, they have a lot of room. There's a lot of slack. It's very easy for a stock in the right situation to go between 5 to 25 million. No one is even going to notice. No one is even going to know about a stock that goes up 500%. Do you know how many stocks I've had that went up 500%? I don't even consider that a win. How many stocks tripled or go up 600? Seattle goes up 700%. That's not a win. 700% is not a win. It's got to be a 10-bagger. Okay, that's you gotta get the book. You gotta get the video course above. Okay, that's right, Alex. We don't block the critics because we want to have. We gotta have transparency. We're all about transparency. Everything here is very transparent on this channel. And I want people to know the pros and cons, because let them make up their own mind. Let them make up their own mind. I mean, we have people here who've made millions of dollars in the chat. Okay, literally, people made millions of dollars, and then we have people who probably bought the stock at the high. I think like this guy Bjorn probably bought all our stocks at the high. I think he's admitted it. He's a guy who buys stocks at the high. He buys high, sells low. So it's not my fault. Some people are just that way. There's ways to fix it, but I don't know. I can't. It's not my job. My job is not to tell you what to buy and sell. Oh, great question. When are we interviewing the CEO? We're gonna have the CEO on our program, I think, tomorrow. We're talking about ADN, baby. All right, the stock is looking for a base. I think we've found the base. I think we're there. Let's take a look. We're approaching. We're not there. It's testing. It's testing. $3. It's gonna test. It's probably gonna test support like in that $3 range before it makes the move. So, Yep. Okay, what is going on here? What is going on with ADN? Okay, it's taken back. It's taken off again. We're bouncing around. Okay. Okay. Somebody's asking about LITM. I mean, my main focus today is the ADN stock. You want to talk about ADN? Excuse me, about LITM. LITM is kind of hanging out. I mean, it's tried to break out a couple of times. I'll pull up the LITM chart. I just want to show you this. It had a failed breakout. We broke out of the 50 moving average. Okay, tested a couple times, and it got stopped out at the 200 twice. Pretty much twice. So that's LITM. By the way, we're talking about LITM. So again, LITM I think could be a 10-bagger, but they're drilling for the uranium now. But we need news flow. We gotta have news flow with these stocks. Okay, we gotta have the news flow. Without news flow, listen, you gotta have news flow. Without news flow, you got nothing. Okay, very important. Let's see. Okay, 315. Okay, ADN back in the green. This is annoying. Very annoying. Why? The stock was supposed to break out during lunchtime, and instead we had a pullback, and now it's kind of coming back. But this is I got. Here we go. Okay, look at the 2-minute charts. 328 level to watch. 328 is the level to watch. Seattle, is Seattle on the move? I haven't even been watching Seattle in a couple of days. Seattle. I think we got a golden cross on Seattle on the 5-minute charts. We got a go. I got to tell you something. The stock is looking good. Seattle is looking good. We're making a breakout attempt. We're making a breakout attempt on Seattle. It's basically how it's in a pennant formation. Seattle's in a pennant right now. It's waiting for the big move. We got to see how today turns out. I mean, like, yeah, it looked. I mean, technically, you do have a, golden cross. You have a technical buy signal on Seattle, on the 5-minute charts, but it really needs to go above 350. Listen, basically what's going on with Seattle, it's kind of like in a no man's land. It's a no man's land until they get the NASDAQ approval for the merger. So it's until they get the NASDAQ approval, it's going to be drifting here. Will ADTX ever hit $2? I sure hope so. I sure hope so. Seattle earnings call today. I don't think it's relevant because people are buying the stock based on the merger with Core Gaming. Nobody cares about Seattle's existing business. Their business was kind of like, I don't know. It was a bit of a dud. The push to talk stuff. I don't know, just a bit of a dud. The main thing is the Core Gaming. That's why people are buying the stock. Core Gaming is doing $80 million in the AI mobile gaming stuff. So for these stocks, the earnings mean like absolutely like less than zero, actually less than zero for now. ADTX, what's going on? ADTX, it's kind of drifting also. It's not really we don't have a real direction in ADTX right now. I mean, it's kind of wants to go higher, but until it breaks above $1.15, it's kind of drifting. So our big mover really is ADN. ADN is the big one. 315 here. Okay, 1 hour chart. We're at support. We are at support on ADN. Okay, this is like watching paint dry. I'm getting annoyed. It's trying to form a base on 5-minute charts right now. So this is going to be, it's probably going to be like 2 hours. It's going to be probably like 2 hours before it forms the base. 315. Okay. Pretty much, I think we found the support here. I think because they tested, I think we found the support. But now it's got to break above 342. It's got to break above 342. That's the next level of resistance on the 5-minute chart. We do have escape velocity on the 15, 30, 60. Those are all good. Those are all good. But the day-to-day action is being dictated by the 5-minute chart, which is right now we got a sell-off. Although we do have support in this range, which is this kind of pennant at right around $3. That's the base of the pennant. 310s, 315. So it's bouncing. Okay, Tome. In order to get to $4, we need to the 1-minute chart. That's like the degenerate chart. The 1 minute. That's the 1-minute charts. No, it's actually you can. I mean, it's just it's too much noise. When you zoom in too much, it's like too much noise. What's going on? So yeah, we got basically the support in this 310 range, 311, 315. It's kind of bouncing there. I think it's going to be there for the next hour. We got about an hour. It has to build a base. It's got to build a base for like the next hour. I don't think you guys want to watch me for an hour here, so I'm going to hop off. I thought we were having a massive move, and it ain't happening. It ain't happening during lunch. Sometimes, that's the deal. Hoth. What's going on with Hoth? Hoth is a stock. Again, it's one of our stocks that 10-bagger upside potential. We're breaking out. This morning looks like it wanted to break out and failed breakout attempt. The bias is towards the upside. It's forming a panic, but it's, again, right now it's bouncing around in this $1.20s range. Somebody's talking about earnings. Again, the earnings in these stocks are meaningless, even less than meaningless. Why? Because they don't got no earnings. Okay, everybody knows that. These are emerging early stage companies, emerging growth early stage companies. Nobody's buying them on earnings. They're buying them on the upside story. The earnings could be years off, and everybody knows that. That's why the stocks are where they are, and that's why they get so cheap. But ADN. Do I expect ADN to? Well, ADN launched yesterday. Where were you yesterday and today? Now we got profit taking. We got to see where it bases out. It's got to, it's building a base in that kind of 310 range, and if we bounce off 310, it's got to break out of 385. Lou is asking, what a surprise ADN have been dumped the day after. How much did you and your connections make? Billions. We made billions of the connections. It's a conspiracy. Lou, where were you? You should get in on the action. Lou, are you angry? Are you butthurt, as the kids say? Are you butthurt that you didn't buy ADN at $1.90 and it rocketed? People doubled their money in a day. They doubled their money in a day. And where was Lou? Okay, so Tommy, basically this is going to be watching paint dry here. Stock is basically we're consolidating in this range, in this pennant formation on ADN. So it looks like the breakout is going to have to wait. It's not happening during lunch. It's not happening. DJ Vinny is saying 293 started running. Is he saying that's the breakout or that's the base? What is he looking at? Oh, I see what he's saying. Okay. Fair enough. It could pull back into the 290s. Nothing to prevent it from pulling back to 290. And that could be the buy zone. I guess that's what he's saying. So this guy is waiting till it gets to 290 to buy. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, it could happen. It could happen. There's a lot of support like in that range. Like if you look on the chart, there's support like in the 290s, 315. Like there's like a wide range of support. I talked about Denver. I already talked about Hoth. We're waiting. People are complaining about lottery. Tell him to call the CEO. I'm not involved with lottery. I haven't done anything with lottery in over a month. Why don't tell him to call, what's his name? Who's the guy? What's his name again? Whatever his name is. Call the CEO. Ask him why he didn't pay us in July 1st when he was supposed to. That's why we haven't done anything with him. And it's I wasn't too crazy about his news flow, to be honest. I don't want to. Yeah, I'm not here to get involved with stock that are dogs, Yeah, I don't understand. Honestly, with lottery, listen, the big concept was the story totally changed from the time we got involved to like a month later. Like, you know, all the stuff with, I mean, they're buying a real estate company, a sports, a gym. They're buying a gym in Boca Raton. What does that have to do with sports.com? It makes no sense. You know, it's like what makes zero sense. Makes no sense. Yeah, Lou, I don't know. Listen, Lou, the stocks you talk about, Hoff, Seattle, lottery, I don't know how you could be losing money with those stocks because they all went up from the time we announced them. Now Hoff is up still from where we announced it. Seattle is up from where we announced. Again, we announced Seattle at like $1.20, at $1.20, okay? And everybody knows that. We introduced Seattle at $1.20. We introduced Hoff at like 90 cents or even less, okay? Those stocks have all gone higher. And even lottery, we introduced at like 78 cents. So I don't know what price you got in at, but what I suggest is you get our early alerts. Click the link in the bio above. It's and you get notification as soon as we launch the stock. We tell you what time and where. Okay, it's $195 a month. Tomei is actually a member of that. Is it worth it? I don't know. Tomei, you tell them. Yeah, exactly. People buy at the wrong time. Okay. He did buy Hoth. Okay, so Lou. So here's the deal. I don't know what time you bought it. I mean, you know, what launch. When we say launch, that's a big, you know, very, very wide open thing. It means a stock could double in 5 minutes. Hoth literally doubled in 5 minutes. Okay, so, you know, ADN rocketed in like 30 seconds. So Tomei, so Tomei basically saying, so Tomei is paying $195 a month. I shouldn't say paying. He's investing. It's an investment. He's investing $195 a month for the early alerts program. It's on WAP. Click the link above in the bio if you want to get it. Okay, is it worth it? Let him tell you. If he could tell you the honest truth. Tomei can tell you. We got trading alerts. We got trading alerts throughout the day on Telegram, and then we tell you when the new stock is launching. So if it happens once a month and you make a couple of grand, even, you're basically making 10 times your money off that, you know, $195 investment. Tomei, here's the thing you don't understand. You don't understand human nature. People need somebody to blame. They need somebody to blame. Pump and dump, this, that, yeah. Pump, no, dump, yeah, exactly. People need other people to blame. Okay, that's just the way human nature works. Okay, I think we're getting, you know, again, this thing has been in that 310 range for the last 30 minutes already. We're building a base. But we gotta get confirmation. It's gonna be a few hours. It's building a base here, so it's consolidating. I don't see it moving. In the next hour. Denver, he's showing no long-term stocks. You want long-term stocks, Denver? You get my book. The long-term stocks are 6 months plus. Okay, you guys only joined in the last month. Denver, how long have you been following our channel? 2 weeks, 3 months? I'm doing this 30 years, okay? We've had stocks. Look up Axon, A-X-O-N. It was $1.25 when we first interviewed that CEO years ago. Today, over $800 a share, and they had splits. You would have made literally 1,000 times your money. You would have made 1,000 times your money if you would have put $1,000 into Axon when we first featured them on Wall Street Reporter on the channel. Every $1,000 you would have put into Axon today would be worth $1 million. Literally, no exact, like literally. Now it took 20 years, but hey. You want the long term. You want long term? That's long term. How about We got people who made 50 times their money, not 1,000 times their money. They only made 50 times their money. They made 50 times the money. They made, they bought CBDT at a nickel. They sold it $2.50. They made 50 times the money. RSLS took 2 months to complete merge. Yeah. Yeah, people don't realize. Yeah, it takes a while. I mean, they do have, I mean, they got to file the financials, all that stuff. Do I see ADN going up 1,000x? Probably not. Honestly, I don't think it's going to go up 1,000. I don't think it's going to make you 1,000 times your money. Could it go up 10 times? Can you make 10 times your money with ADN? 100%. I believe it has a real shot of being a 10 bagger. A 10 bagger, yes. 1,000 bagger, no. I don't think it's I mean, you never know. You never know, but I don't think it's in the realm of reality. I think realistically, it's a stock like it can go up 10x, then it gets bought out, whatever. It's one of those things. It's good for a 10 bagger basically. Okay, anything beyond that is like, who knows. Okay, so I'm gonna sign off because this thing is not moving. It was supposed to move. And it's building a base instead. So I don't think we're going to have any action. Yeah, we have millions of imposters. I know, yeah, we do have a million imposters. We have a lot of imposters. The only real penny stock billionaire gang is when you see this face. This is the only real penny stock billionaire gang. How high can go ADN? I think it could be a $25 stock, $25, potentially. Nothing is guaranteed. Same thing with Seattle. I think $15, $20 after the merger. It's all based on the merger. Oh, today, how high can ADN go to? I have no idea. It's building a base right now, so it depends on what happens. We could end the day right here. It could end at 320 range, or it could run to towards $4, 385. But we're not going to know for another hour. So let's see what happens in the next hour. But that's it. Okay. All right, penny stock billionaires. That's it. TikTok. See you in the next one. All right. There we go. All right, guys. That's it. We're gonna catch up with you maybe tomorrow because it looks like the stock is it's taking a break right now. It's taking a break. Yeah, actually, it's probably going to start running as soon as I end the stream. It's 3:15. Now it's going to start running. As soon as I sign off, it's going to start running. That's what's going to happen. Okay, so maybe I'd better sign off. All right, guys. See you in the next one.